Good morning, everyone. From the National Income Accounting, we are discussing about the measures of measuring the national income. There are three methods: income method, product method, and expenditure method. In the previous video, we have discussed about the income method and product method. Today, we will discuss about what is expenditure method. Firstly, expenditure means the money spending. Expenditure is nothing but spending. The money amount, how much we spend. So overall spending, first of all, we'll see. Actually, from which side it is determining means from the side of demand. So this expenditure methods we are going to discuss from the side of demand. That means we are demanding the goods. From the demand part, this expenditure, for example, I demand apple, I demand mango. That means I am spending money to get that apple and the mango. Here, who are all spending the money? As a whole, I can make it clear here. The households are spending. For example, household means consumers. We are all consumers. For what purpose we consume? We wanted food, we wanted medical expenses, cloth and footwear, alcohol and tobacco, education and training, fuel and light, mobiles, pensions, transportation, holidays, housing. So many things are there. Whether we will get the bread, that means food, for free of cost? No, we have to spend it. For all this purpose, the household is spending, that is expenditure made by the consumers. In the same way, even the investors spend the money. Investors means the firm. Suppose if I run a firm, I want money to get the land, to construct a building, to buy the capital equipments, machineries, tools, and to get the labor I have to pay the wages. That is the investment, that is the money spent by the investors. So the money are spent by the different sector. Firstly, I told you households are spending the money, that is expenditure made by the households. Investors are spending the money, and finally the government is spending the money. So government is spending for what purposes? For example, the salaries has to be paid for the employees, and for the health care it should provide the medicine. Suppose when we go to the government hospitals, there what is the medicine we get and some treatment we get for free of cost. For that the government is spending the money. For example, I have to say, for the small kids they used to give the vaccine. For the vaccine, when we get from the government hospital, it is for free of cost. But the same medicine, the vaccine which is given from the private hospital cost around 2,500 to 3,000. That means government is purchasing from the health sector, from the paramedicals. It is the government is spending the money, but we are getting for a free of cost. And in the same way, road maintenance, the road constructions and equipments, war equipments, constructions of motorways and bridges and new equipments in the industry and aircraft, then defense. For all this the government is spending money. That means the expenditure of the government, the expenditure of the household, and the expenditure of the investor. That is the three sectors. In a broad way, I am putting everything together. They are spending the money. So the consumers, investors, and government purchase goods and services. If we add the gross expenditure made in a year, we get national income. Here our concept only is adding up national income. What are the method, what are the ways? One is income method, the another one is product method, here expenditure method. So to buy this household articles, the government is spending the money and the investor is spending money. When we add all that, when the gross expenditure made in a year, how much the expenditure made by the government, made by the investors, made by the household, when we add all these three, we get national income. Got it? Thus, according to this method, the total final expenditure incurred on goods and services is added up. Income can be spent on consumer goods or a capital goods. Hence, we get the GDP by adding up all the consumption expenditure made by all individuals, institutions and the government during a year. It is called as a expenditure method. So here we will still see some more things. So expenditure, we are going to, it is a sum of final expenditures on goods and services for end use, and it is from the side of excuse me, from the side of demand, and overall spending the money here, the consumers, investors and the government, they are all spending the money on one side. When we add up all this, we get the national income. That means adding up consumers, investors and the governments will get the, when we add up all that, we will get the national income. And according to this, how it is expressed, that is aggregate method, how we get the expenditure method means it is an alternative way to calculate the GDP. Okay, and in this method we add the final expenditure that each firm makes. Final expenditure is the part of the expenditure which is undertaken not for intermediate purpose. Here we consider only the final goods, not the intermediate goods. Intermediate goods we are not considering. In yesterday's video about product method, we discuss about value added method. Value added method means at each stage of production the value of the good is added. So there we will be calculating the intermediate goods value and the final goods value, but here the intermediate goods value is not considered, only the final goods value only will be considered. Okay, and how much totally finally we are spending. For example, I want to buy a dress which costs 1000 rupees. That's 1000 rupees only. In this method it is going to be added up, not for a farmer paying for the cotton, and the cotton is converted into a thread, and the thread is converted into a dyeing section, coloring, and after that designs, after that weaving, and after that packing, after that coming as a cloth. Several processes are there. At each stage we are not paying. We are not paying for the intermediate. Only final good is 1000 rupees that we are spending for it. Okay. So we have a formula for this. Okay. That is GDP equals sigma NI. That is n number of firms. Okay. NI equals RV minus C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So to make it very simple and easy, I will give another alternative to calculate the GDP. Here expenditure method, already we know that the government purchases expenditure for goods and services, and expenditures for social capital. So many things it spends the money. Okay. So in put it X means export, M means import, X means export. Okay, putting it all together, that means GDP equals C. So what is this C? We put that CI. Okay, consumption expenditure made by the household, plus I. This is the investment expenditure made by the firms, plus G. So G means government expenditure made to the public, whether for the capital or for goods and services. For capital, social and capital also the government spends money. For the goods and services also it spends the money, right? Okay, for goods and services which is made, plus again I will put it like this. So GDP equals C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So C is consumption expenditure plus investment expenditure, G is government expenditure plus export. See, when we export goods we get income. Income is received out of the export, and M indicates import. So import means we have to make the payment. Okay, so here what is excluded, what is included means export expenditure received by all the firms in the economy. Okay, how much while exporting and importing we are spending the money, that is calculated in this. Okay, so here simply the numbers have been given. Consumption expenditure, this is investment expenditure, government expenditure, and out of export and import what is the gain we got it in the international trade, that is balance of payment. So when we add up all this we get some amount. Okay, that some amount is the GDP, that is consumption expenditure made, investment expenditure, and government expenditure, and out of export and import what is the balance of payment that is remaining. That when we add up all that we'll get one lump sum, one sum total money. That is one way of calculating the GDP of the country. So the national income can be calculated in this method also. So thank you for watching. We'll be discussing about the next concept in the next class. Thank you.